What is our first main topic today?
Our first main topic comes to us from James Lochmann. Hey, John and crew, I just saw in an interview that Rian Johnson said the next film he's working on will be another installment of the Knives Out franchise, which I am down for. I've watched Glass Onion 6 times already, and with each viewing, I love it more and more. John, I know you're a big fan of these films as well, so does this news excite you, or would you like to see Rian Johnson do something different? I love this news. I mean, come on, who doesn't want to see the world's greatest detective Benoit Blanc, who sucks at playing Clue, in another mystery? Thanks, and bring on the filthy.
All right, James, thanks a lot for writing that in. And you're not wrong. I love this franchise. I expected to like Knives Out when I saw it, but I was not prepared for how good it was. So I was expecting to really like Glass Onion. Again, not prepared for how much I was really going to like it. I mean, he's just made 2 fantastic films there. You asked me an interesting question about whether or not I think he should do something else. I mean, I kind of like what Christopher Nolan used to do. He would do a Batman movie, do a different movie.
Yeah.
Do a Batman movie, do a different movie. Do a Batman. I kind of like that. But don't forget, Rian Johnson, he's got it's Poker Face, right? That's the name of the show?
Mm-hmm. Which looks great.
Which looks fantastic. I haven't started watching. I didn't realize this is kind of an anthology series. It's a new mystery every single episode. I didn't realize that, which makes me even more excited. So
I didn't know that Natasha Lyonne starred in it. Mm-hmm. You know, and I love her.
She's great.
Russian Doll. She's so
fantastic in that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's kind of been keeping, his pokers in a bunch of different fires and going at the same time. And yes, that is his next project. We're not going to have to wait 4 or 5 years for the next one. It's coming up. This comes to us from Rian Johnson himself, who said the following: I'm making the next Benoit Blanc movie next because it's the most exciting thing right now to me. That served me really well. I feel like any movie I'm making, I need to be making it because I can't imagine doing anything else. I'm jumping into the next Benoit Blanc because I can't think about another story. I've got a big cloud of ideas, but it hasn't snapped into focus yet. It's exciting though, and it's very, very different from this one. That's what I'm excited about. So Rian Johnson's already writing the script. He's got a few things that he still hasn't got, but he's saying it's going to be very different from the other ones. I actually found Glass Onion to be quite different from Knives Out, despite the fact that at its core, it's still a murder mystery.
Absolutely. 100%.
And as long as they keep doing that, I'm thrilled. Like, as long as you keep getting back to that. I'd be remiss if I didn't point out that this is yet more definitive proof that there is no Rian Johnson Star Wars trilogy being made. I mean, let's just be clear about that. Because this is now another couple of years that he's going to be working on this thing. And by that point, Kathleen Kennedy is no longer the head of Lucasfilm. Yeah, so I've told you from the beginning, don't believe that there's going to be a Rian Johnson trilogy.
Right.
This kind of drives that home. But anyway, Rob, you hear his comments about this. He's jumping right into it again next. What do you think?
Well, what I love about this franchise is it's a auteur-driven franchise. It's a writer-director making these movies. And I like that because you feel a sense of real authorship. I'm always looking for that. At the end of the day, you feel that this is the vision of one person, and it's interesting. That vision's interesting. And when I watched Glass Onion, I liked how it was different. It wasn't just a rehash of the first film, and look, even if Glass Onion wasn't a Benoit Blanc movie, I would have been fascinated by the interplay between the characters and all the revelations as it moves along. And then add to that it did become a mystery. I really think that I have so much fun watching his characters. And that's always been the case for the most part. I mean, even going back to his first feature, Brick, which was a noir movie set in high school, I was fascinated by it. I love the way the characters talk to each other. And this bunch of ne'er-do-wells was so much fun to watch. I thought this movie was wildly entertaining.
Aaron, I mean, we talked the other day about some of the casts and stuff like this, but I mean, I love hearing that, why wait 2 or 3 years? Get right to it. Go into it right away. I don't know. You hear about this, right approach for them for this franchise, wrong approach. What do you think?
Well, I'm so excited about this news. And interestingly enough, I was listening to Rian Johnson's interview with Craig Mazin and John August on the Script Notes podcast on my way here. It's episode 579 that came out on December 20th. So any of you podcast listeners out there, check that out. And they actually talk about this third installment of the film and how he developed Glass Onion. It is a really fascinating episode of how he wanted to do a complete departure, but yet keeping Benoit Blanc, in the way that we love him, having him be the through line. They actually have an AI script generator make the third movie for them, which is funny. And they just kind of throw out some ideas and then they have this AI write a script about it. So it's really interesting. But, Robert Meyer Burnett and I are clearly sharing a brain today because I was also going to bring up Brick, which was such a fantastic movie. I love the noir genre. Double Indemnity is one of my favorite movies. And given that Rian Johnson is so talented in the noir style of filmmaking, I would be beyond thrilled if that is what we see for the third installment, given that he already has experience doing this. However, whatever he does, I know that it's going to be exciting. It's going to be fresh. It's going to give us all the same things that we expect from this franchise, which is Benoit Blanc solving the crime right away and then having to go back and resolve the crime, thinking, oh my God, that's the person that did it. Well, no, actually, yeah, that is the person that did it. It all comes right back around. The storytelling is beautiful. It's fun. And let's face it, he has a damn good eye for bringing in old school talent that we love, like Don Johnson, bringing back Don Johnson and then also pairing them with fresh new talent. I love the ideas of casting, and definitely go check out that episode 579 of Script Notes.
By the way, it was killing. I feel stupid. I didn't even realize this till this morning. Watching the movie, I'm like, I know the girl playing Kate Hudson's assistant. I know her. It's Jessica Henwick. Colleen Wing from Iron Fist.
Yeah, and also from the Matrix Resurrection.
Yes, the total awful Matrix movie we will never speak about again. God, that was garbage. But yeah, I love her. So that was exciting to see. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? They're not going to wait for a couple of years, but Rian Johnson's moving right into it right away. How do you guys feel about that? Jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Rocket Money. Do you know how much your subscriptions cost? Most Americans think they spend around $80 a month on subscriptions, when the actual total is closer to $200. If you don't know exactly how much you're spending every month, you need Rocket Money. When I started using Rocket Money, I couldn't believe how many things I was still paying for. Ann and I haven't lived in Burbank for almost 2 years, and I didn't realize I was still paying for a gym membership in Burbank for 2 years. Rocket Money, formerly known as Truebill, is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills, all in one place. Over 80% of people have subscriptions that they've forgotten about, like that streaming service you bought to watch just one show on, or that free trial that you never even used, or like me, a gym membership in Burbank. Simply find the subscriptions you don't want and press cancel, and Rocket Money will cancel it for you. So stop throwing your money away. Cancel unwanted subscriptions and manage your expenses the easy way by going to rocketmoney.com/Campea. That's rocketmoney.com/Campea.